Let them judge you and let them be wrong. Often we give our idea of ourselves up to an external interpretation. We let the opinions of others dictate our feelings about ourselves. I know this isn't new information or cutting edge, I just want to further this idea. If you feel yourself to be a reasonable person who had reasonable intentions, then let them judge you, because they're wrong anyway. Context matters, context which they don't have. All of the small details of your inner feelings and your outer expressions, all those times you delayed, hesitated, or judged your own actions before doing anything at all, they are none the wiser to those details, and so none the wiser to the context. Again, this isn't revolutionary, but being able to see them as truly wrong, in other words, truly ignorant of the facts of the case, renders their judgment distorted and based solely on appearances. So fine, just let them be wrong. I've made this point to people before and I've just seen their eyes light up, and I've seen them drop their shame immediately, the shame that they never should have had. Because what does it really matter? The person judging you is wrong. They're like a child who can't see the bigger picture, who wants something right now and can't comprehend a larger spectrum of context. And I think you can really get your power back if you can get into this idea. I'm not really asking you to do anything, I'm actually asking you to do less. Just don't change their minds, just don't bother. And that's the last thing that you want to do. Don't prove yourself to them, don't prove their idea of you is wrong. Don't work based on their limited context of you. Don't try to outwork the idea that they have of you. They don't understand, and that's okay. They don't need to. Just don't feel embarrassed, because there's no need, and you know what you did. You're fine. This part is important, actually. I care what people thought of me for way too long, and I didn't want to be judged. And I certainly didn't want to be seen as an outcast. But if you let them be wrong, and even if they confront you, you won't feel afraid or anxious, because their interpretation is limited and they just don't know what they're talking about. The confrontation really ceases to be confronting. Do you really want to spend your life trying to change people's minds about you? You know you. You know who you are, not who they think you are. Surely it's better to rely on your own judgment. If you are simply honest with yourself, then I think you have nothing to fear. You are an expert on yourself. Carry that around with you. You know. You have all the context about yourself. So in fact, they really are wrong. Just let them be wrong. They only know the visible outer layer of you and the remnants of your actions. What's more important, what you did, why you did it, or does one not matter without the other?